Michael Horowitz, the Inspector General of the United States Department of Justice, has sent a referral to the Office of Special Counsel within the Department of Justice requesting an investigation into multiple different Trump officials from Donald Trump's first term, because according to a report that Horowitz put together, many of these Trump officials from the DOJ in the first term likely broke the law. And he's doing it almost 10 days before the DOJ changes hands, and he knows that none of this will have any impact whatsoever. That pisses me off. Now, I'll tell you about the story in just a minute, but before I do it, I got to tell you why I'm so damn pissed. Because again, Horowitz, who was instructed, hey, go investigate this, he does the investigation, puts it together in this report, and he's like, hey, I think I've uncovered criminal activity here. Let's investigate. But he does it 12, 11 days before Donald Trump takes over, so he knows there will be no grand jury. There will be no investigation. These people that he thinks broke the law will never be held accountable. And there's a good chance some of them may come back in the second Trump term. So what did they do? According to Horowitz's Inspector General report, they illegally interfered with the 2020 election or at least they attempted to, and they violated the Hatch Act, which kind of seems like a very common thing that nobody ever gets in trouble for. But here's what happened. According to this Inspector General report, starting in the summer of 2020, which as we all know was like right in the heart of COVID, right? Country's on lockdown for the most part. People are dying, thousands of people every day at that point from COVID here in the United States and across the globe. But officials at the DOJ, not at the very top, but a little bit lower down the ladder there, they came up with a plan. They know that Donald Trump is facing a very tough re-election against President Biden, then candidate Biden. So they came up with a plan at the DOJ. We're going to get all the data about nursing home deaths from states that Democrats control the governorship. And then we're going to claim that all of these Democratic governors, and I'm talking Michigan, Wisconsin, New York, New Jersey, several other states, all controlled by Democrats. We're going to allege that these Democrats are covering up elderly deaths. And then the second part of it, after we kind of fudge the numbers a little bit, we're going to leak it to friendly media outlets and have them publish it right before the election. In fact, this plan was so in place at the time. On October 17th, 2020, the senior public affairs official texted his colleagues saying, quote, I'm trying to get them to do letters to New Jersey and New York respectively on nursing homes, would like to package them together and let a certain tabloid break it. Will be our last play on them before election, but it's a big one. That email, by the way, seems to be the smoking gun. He's literally saying they're doing it to influence the election. He's literally talking about leaking it to a friendly media outlet. And he's talking about, fudging the numbers on New York and New Jersey. And we do know, by the way, there were cover-ups of these deaths. But it wasn't just in blue states. It happened across the country. But this plan was in place. Trump's own officials, whether Trump knew about it or not, and the report doesn't suggest that he did know, these DOJ employees were trying to interfere with the 2020 election. Haven't we had to listen to Republicans for a little over 4 years now saying there was election interference in 2020? Here it is. This is the election interference. Except it wasn't coming from social media companies. It wasn't coming from the Democrats. It was literally coming from inside Donald Trump's own administration. And because Merrick Garland is such a worthless piece of human garbage, we don't get this damn report until a week before Trump takes office. This report, this investigation could have been concluded by the end of the year 2021. Probably not even that long. But they waited almost 4 years before they told Horowitz to launch this investigation. That comes from the top. That comes from Merrick Garland. But instead, we get all this information, a hell of a lot of alleged criminal activity, and not a single person will be held accountable. Thanks to Merrick Garland. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.